Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is Alex, and I'm here with Laura. Today, we want to talk about something very close to everyday life. It's something we all use, but we don't always like to talk about it.
Hi everyone. Yes, today's topic is money. And if you feel a little uncomfortable hearing that word, don't worry. You are not alone. Many people feel stressed or nervous when they talk about money, especially in a second language.
That's why this episode is different. We're not here to give you complicated advice or big financial rules. We just want to talk about real life. Simple habits. Simple English.
Exactly. Think of this as a relaxed conversation between friends. You can listen while you're walking, cooking, or taking a short break. You don't need to understand every single word.
Today, we'll share small ideas about how money shows up in our daily routines. Not big numbers. Not difficult words. Just normal situations you already know.
And remember, this is also English practice. If you miss something, that's okay. Your ears are learning, even when your brain feels tired.
So take a breath, get comfortable, and stay with us.
Let's begin.
Laura, let me ask you something. When was the last time you spent money today?
Probably this morning. I stopped at a small shop near my house and bought a bottle of water. It was cheap, so I didn't really think about it.
That's interesting. I think that's how it happens for most of us. This morning, I bought a metro ticket, then a sandwich at lunchtime, and later a coffee. None of these things felt expensive.
Yes, exactly. One by one, they feel very small. But when you look at the whole day, there are many little moments when money leaves your pocket.
And most of the time, we don't stop and ask ourselves, do I really need this right now? We just pay and move on with our day.
I do that a lot. For example, when I feel tired in the afternoon, I often buy a snack. It's not because I'm hungry. It's more like a habit.
I know that feeling. For me, it's buying something just because I'm bored or waiting for time to pass. Maybe I'm early for a meeting, so I walk into a store.
Yes, those moments are very common. Money is connected to emotions more than we think. Tired, bored, stressed, or even happy.
And the interesting part is that we usually remember the big expenses, like rent or a phone bill. But we forget the small daily spending.
That's true. If someone asks me how much I spend in a day, I can't answer easily. I remember the big things, not the small ones.
But those small things repeat every day. A little here, a little there. After 1 week or 1 month, it becomes a real amount.
And this is not about feeling guilty. It's just about noticing. When we notice our daily money moments, we start to understand our habits.
Exactly. Understanding comes before change.
And once you understand your daily spending, you can make calmer choices. Not perfect choices. Just calmer ones.
That's a good place to start.
Alex, after talking about daily spending, I think there is one important question we should ask. How do we decide what really matters?
That's a good question. For me, I like to think in a very simple way. There are things I cannot skip, and there are things I can enjoy later.
I like that. Cannot skip and can enjoy later. It feels less strict than saying something is good or bad.
Exactly. For example, I cannot skip paying for my apartment, electricity, or transportation. These things keep my life running normally.
Yes, I feel the same. Internet at home is also very important for me, especially for work. Without it, my day becomes very difficult.
But then there are other things. Things that make life nicer, but are not urgent. Like having several streaming apps, or buying new clothes when the old ones are still fine.
That's true. Sometimes I open an app and think, I already have 3 similar things, but I want this one too. It's a feeling, not a real need.
And that feeling is very human. The problem starts when we treat every feeling as an emergency.
Yes. Not everything needs to be bought today. Some things can wait. When I tell myself, I can buy this next month, I feel more relaxed.
I do the same. Waiting doesn't mean saying no forever. It just means giving myself time to think.
And sometimes, after waiting, I don't even want it anymore.
That happens a lot. Time is a very good filter.
So this choice is not about cutting all joy from life. It's about choosing the right moment for extra things.
Exactly. When we clearly see what keeps our life stable, the extra things stop feeling so powerful.
And this way of thinking also helps when learning English. Simple ideas. Simple words.
Yes, you don't need complex rules. Just one calm question. Can this wait?
That one question can change many small decisions during the day.
And small decisions, repeated many times, shape our habits.
That's an important choice to understand.
Laura, when people hear the idea of tracking money, many of them feel stressed immediately.
Yes, they imagine long lists, exact numbers, and checking every receipt. That sounds tiring.
But it doesn't have to be like that. For me, money tracking is not about control. It's about awareness.
I like that word. Awareness feels softer. So how do you do it without stress?
I keep it very light. I don't look at my spending every day. I choose one quiet moment each week, usually Sunday evening.
Only once a week? That sounds manageable.
Yes, I open my banking app or my notes and just look. I don't try to fix anything. I just ask, where did my money go this week?
I do something similar, but in a different way. When I spend money, I write one short line in my phone. Just a few words. No details.
So you don't write the exact price?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. The goal is not perfection. The goal is to remember the moment.
That's important. Many people stop tracking because they think they are doing it wrong.
Yes. If you miss a day or forget something, it's okay. This is not a test.
Exactly. Money tracking is like looking in a mirror. You don't get angry at the mirror. You just see what's there.
And when you see clearly, you naturally start to make small changes. Not because you feel forced, but because you understand.
I also like to group things in a very simple way. For example, home, food, transport, and extras.
That's enough. You don't need 10 categories.
No, simple categories help your brain relax.
And this method works well for people learning English too. The words are repeated and familiar.
Yes, listen to your money the same way you listen to English. Calmly, without pressure.
When there is no stress, you can continue. And continuity is more important than accuracy.
That's the key. A no-stress method is the one you can keep using.
And that's how awareness slowly becomes a habit. After you start noticing your habits, something interesting happens. You don't feel the need to change everything at once.
Yes, big changes sound powerful, but they are often hard to keep. Small adjustments are much kinder to our daily life.
I remember when I tried to save seriously. I wanted to stop many things at the same time, and after 2 weeks, I felt tired and gave up.
I had the same experience. Now I prefer micro changes. One small decision, repeated many times.
For example, I looked at my phone bill. I realized I was paying for more data than I really used. I changed the plan. That was one simple call.
That's a great example. For me, it was entertainment. I didn't cancel everything. I just kept one service and paused the others.
And how did that feel?
Honestly, lighter. Not only financially, but mentally. Fewer choices, fewer worries.
That's something people don't talk about enough. Micro changes reduce stress.
Yes, another small thing I do is plan my day better. When I know I'll be out for many hours, I prepare a snack at home.
That sounds simple, but it changes the whole day. You're not buying something just because you're tired or hungry.
Exactly. It's not about saving a lot of money in one moment. It's about avoiding unnecessary pressure.
And these changes don't feel like punishment. They feel like support.
That's why they last. When a habit makes your life easier, you don't want to stop it.
I also like to change only one thing per month. One focus. One adjustment.
That's very smart. Too many changes at the same time create confusion.
And for English learners, this idea is familiar. You don't learn a language in 1 week.
You learn word by word, day by day.
Money habits work the same way.
Small steps, taken calmly, bring big relief over time.
And that relief is what makes the journey sustainable.
Laura, we've talked about habits and small changes, But I think there is another important part. Why do we even want to save money?
That's a good question. For me, saving is not really about numbers. It's about how I want to feel.
How do you want to feel?
Calm. When I have some money set aside, I feel less anxious. If something unexpected happens, I don't panic immediately.
I feel the same. For me, saving gives a sense of space. Space to say no. Space to choose.
Yes. When you have no savings, every small problem feels bigger than it is.
Exactly. A broken phone or an extra bill becomes a source of stress. But with savings, it's still a problem, just a smaller one.
Another reason I like saving is freedom. I enjoy knowing that I have options. Maybe I can travel, maybe I can take a short break from work one day.
That freedom is very motivating. It's not about luxury. It's about flexibility.
And motivation works better when it's personal. Not because someone tells you to save, but because you feel the benefit yourself.
That's true. I don't save because I should. I save because my future self will thank me.
I like that idea. Saving is a small gift to your future self.
And it doesn't have to be a big gift. Even small amounts create a positive feeling.
Yes. Every time I put money aside, I feel a little proud. Not excited, just quietly satisfied.
That quiet feeling is powerful. It keeps you going without pressure.
And for people learning English, this is similar. Progress feels slow, but it's still progress.
Exactly. One small step today makes tomorrow easier.
That's why saving, when done gently, actually feels good. Now, let's slow down a little. This part is for listening and reflecting. You don't need to answer out loud, but you can if you want.
We will say a few short sentences. After each one, take a moment. You can repeat it quietly, or just think about the meaning.
Okay, let's begin. I spend money every day.
Small amounts feel easy to spend.
My habits decide where my money goes.
I can wait before I buy something.
Waiting helps me choose better.
I save money to feel calm.
Small changes are enough.
My future feels safer when I plan a little.
Take one more breath. There is no rush.
You don't need to remember all the sentences. Listening is already practice.
Each time you hear these ideas, they become more familiar.
Just like English, money habits grow slowly.
Thank you for staying focused with us.
We're almost at the end of today's conversation, and before we go, we want to leave you with something simple.
If you are listening from Spain or from any Spanish-speaking country, remember this: you are doing well. Learning English takes time, and so does building good money habits.
You don't need to understand every word you hear today. Even listening while you relax is helpful.
You can come back to this episode when you are walking, cooking, or resting. Each time, your listening will feel a little easier.
The same idea applies to money. You don't need to change everything now.
One small thought. One small habit. That is enough for today.
Be patient with yourself. Progress is often quiet.
And quiet progress is still progress.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
We hope this conversation made you feel calm and confident.
Take care, and we'll talk again soon.
Bye for now.